Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a little quick update on the Commando, on the progress, or a lot of lack thereof, but a little bit of progress and what I've got that came in the mail and things like that. So let's check it out. Alright, so as you can see, I do have the Commando frame behind me, and I've got a lot of parts in that have come in this week, and some things I've kind of been acquiring a little bit here and there. So what I've been working on is getting the Commando. Obviously it's down to the frame. I've still got to get the swing arm apart from kind of the gearbox cradle / engine plates, whatever you would like to call that, and then I can take that off, drop that off to be powder coated. But I've went ahead and been ordering some parts. In previous video, went over a bit of a list that I made. So I've been kind of getting some parts that I'll know that I'll need early on, so when I do start reassembling, I can go ahead and have those parts. But there's some things I have to wait up on, to kind of save some money up on, because one of the things I do want to do is triples on this, and they are kind of expensive. There's about 2 different options. I'm weighing my options right now, so I have to wait up and save up on, no matter which way I do have to go, I do have to save up some money, and then I might have to modify the frame a little bit in order to do such a thing. So I'm kind of holding off on making too much progress while I kind of save up some money and make my decision there. But let's go ahead and see what I've got in right now. So the parts that I did order, I kind of things I'll need early on. So I have a whole new wiring harness on this. The wiring on this was a little bit jacked up, so you know what, let's get a whole new Norton Commando wiring harness, factory style, nice cloth. This is honestly the first time I've opened this. This does seem to have nice Lucas style connections, nice cloth. So factory style wiring harness. So that's number 1. I went ahead and got Whitworth and a BSF tap and die sets just in case I'll need them. Better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them, so got those in the mail as well. So everybody needs some reference material, right? Some manuals. So I have the Haynes workshop manual, which I've been using for quite some time. I've got a Norton Commando Restoration manual. Also got this Norton Twins Restoration manual. Just trying to have anything I could possibly need as a reference. So I have all those for any questions I come across, and also can reference a good friend of mine. He's got a lot of Nortons. He's built a lot of Nortons, worked on a lot of Nortons over time, so it's always good to have just somebody's brain that you can pick, somebody that can swing by, or can take parts over to his house, things like that. So those are always good to have as well. So the manual, so hopefully I don't have to bother them nearly as much. Alright, next up I have this big box of parts from Andover Norton. First I will have to say is they package their parts up really well. This box was honestly difficult to open. You can see the whole box was just encased in a layer of tape. So getting it open was a bit of a hassle, but I'd rather be a hassle to get it open than parts be lost in transit. So I did go and open up the box, as you can see, but I've not opened up any of the parts, so we'll just kind of go over what I've got here. So kind of why I went with them is, I think this is the first part. Let's see, 77. So the coil mounting bracket. So they make a new coil mounting bracket. As y'all remember, the one that was on it, you can kind of see had some holes that were messed up, or one hole right there that was messed up. So I did need a new coil mounting bracket, so I got a new coil mounting bracket right here, still wrapped up. Let's see, I've got a new air filter surround. Just wanted something nice and pretty, because an air filter, the air box was something that's going to be going on fairly quickly once I start getting this bike back together. The running joke is Norton Commando is built around a horn, so I have a horn in here. Let's actually open it up and take a look. So the running joke is when you're restoring a Commando, the first thing, or actually even honestly, the first thing that they put on the bike on the assembly line was the horn. So you do have a horn here. The bike had one mounted on the front, but it wasn't kind of factory location. I know I'm doing a bit of a resto mod, but I kind of want it in the factory spot. So it looks like it came with mounting brackets and a nut. Then just a normal looking horn. Made in Italy. I mean, it's a horn, it's nothing special, right? And here is a new air filter. The one that was on the bike, somebody had cut for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. It's a K&N, but somebody had cut it, so I'm not sure. It's going to the trash. I've got a new air filter element here, so that will be going on the bike. So I did order a lot of specialty tools. Try to get most of what I would need to do this project. I have some, but not everything that I need. And some of the tools, I mean, have things that can work, but as I've got another project coming up after this one, so I went ahead and ordered the tools that I will possibly need for everything. So this is the front fork, top bolt, and steering nut tool. I mean, yes, you can kind of use an adjustable wrench, but it's nice to have something precise to get on there with. So that's what this is. Alright, next off, right here, this is the main shaft holding tool for the gearbox. So I might be doing some work on the gearbox, so I'd rather have the tool and not need it than need it and not have it. So that is what this looks like. Nice little tool to have in the toolbox. It will be going in with all my other specialty tools. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is all these have part numbers on them, and I'm just using this sheet, the packing slip, to reference the part numbers so I know what I have. So this is what they call a box spanner to get some of those difficult nuts off the cylinder head. I mean, I might have something that'll work, but since I'm buying stuff from them, let's just go ahead and add that to the order. That way I've got the tool for the job. That way when I kind of go down to do the job, I've got all the tools ready already. I don't have to order anything or make a tool or anything like that, or borrow something from a friend. When I go to do the job, I have the tools to do the job. Extractor assembly. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Let's see. Yes. Okay, so this is just kind of an extractor set here. I could have used that earlier, but I borrowed one from a friend, but I've kind of got my own now, which is nice. So I'm going to leave this all together so I can put it together and have everything together next time I need to use this. I think this extractor is made for the pulley on the primary side. Alright, right here. This is supposed to be the rocker spindle tool. Right there. So you can adjust your rockers. There we go. This is a rocker shaft extractor tool. They even have a note on the outside of the packaging. So although this extractor tool thread is hardened, it is recommended that the cylinder head is heated prior to using it. Ideal temperature is about 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So that was nice of them to do that. I'm just going to leave this in the packaging, so that way I know what I have. I remember, hey, probably let's heat this up before we do the job. Okay, so this is the air filter assembly with the chrome front plate. So I went with a nice one with a nice chrome plate. It was a little bit more expensive, but I think it'll be a bit prettier, so I went with this. Let's see if we can't open this up. Once again, they have everything taped up to where you're not going to possibly lose anything in transit. This is how the box looked in shipping, just like this, but this was inside of that box. And I would like to say that I'm not sponsored by any of these companies that I'm opening these things from. I'm paying everything out of pocket completely, but if somebody would like to sponsor, feel free. Okay. So right away I didn't realize this was coming with everything. I bought a replacement one of these. I bought a replacement air filter as well. That came in, that we saw earlier in the video. So we'll have extras, I guess. And nice new rubber boots as well. All the hardware needed to mount this. Honestly, it says this has the chrome front plate. Let's take a look at it, see how this looks. Don't want to mess any of this stuff up. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Ooh, wow. Well done. Very well done. That is a nice piece there. Wow, thank you. I thought I was just getting the front plate, but I actually got this whole kit from Andover Norton, so thank you for that. Even though I did pay for it, but thank you for the good quality stuff, right? And then last but not least, I showed my manuals at the beginning of this video, but they had another manual and I don't think I have this one, so I'd rather have too much information than not enough. I'm not a Norton expert, I'm learning, but here we go. The workshop manual for Norton Commando. That's kind of cool. Starting from 1970. Well, the interstate from 1970. My Commando is a 69. So this may or may not be of use. But I'm sure there will be some information that will be useful, but I have all the other 3 manuals as well, so it never hurts to have too much information than not enough. Kind of have the old Norton Builders Triumph logo on that. You know what, let's go ahead and open up the first thing, the coil mount, because I opened everything else, right? Let's open up this one. I feel like Christmas, even though it's my own money. Like Christmas. Okay, so this is the coil mount bracket. This looks like it's already been powder coated, so that's very nice there. Well, there we go. Now we can compare that to the old one. So that's the old, that's the new one. All the holes seem to be in the exact same spots. The shape is similar. This one must have been bent out of shape. It looks like somebody hacked this quite a bit, to be honest with you. But so here's the new one from Andover Norton with everything else that was in this big box today. So thank you to Andover Norton for supplying good parts. Like I said, I'm not sponsored or anything like that, so I'm just a normal guy that has motorcycles for a hobby. So if you like the video, if this brings back any memories, if you're interested in anything at all, please hit the subscribe button. That does help me out a little bit. I mean, I'm not making a dime off of YouTube, but hit the subscribe button. It does help me out. So thank you for that. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. If you do like it, please as well. So hit the like button, and hopefully the next video on this will be dropping everything off at powder coat, or maybe me picking it all up from powder coat and then going from there. But I do have to make a decision on what I'm going to do for the triples. I gotta come to a conclusion on that. So I gotta hit up NYC Norton because they have an option. I don't know if it'll work on the early Commandos. We'll look into that. Then maybe the Bonneville shop. I don't know. I'll look into both, hit them both up and see what they have to say, and maybe they'll either one will be coming on to support the channel. That would be cool. But either way, that both make good products. Both are nice people. I actually got to meet Kenny from NYC Norton at Barber this year. Nice guy, very knowledgeable guy. Shout out to him, shout out to them for making good stuff. But that's it for today, so hit that like and subscribe. Thank you, and you have a great day.